My eyes are just not focusing today. That's weird. Anyway, hey my dudes, what's going up? So today I want to create a reading nook under my desk. I have been wanting to have a small little space in my room to create a chill space where if I'm feeling a little bit overstimulated after like a stream, or if I am just wanting to chill out a little bit because I am a little bit anxious, or I just want to chill and read a book or something, I want to make a little reading nook under there, because there's so much space under there. Not even joking, so much space. I discovered this while we were putting my desk in my room. While I was under there, I was sitting there and I was like, even when it's down like pretty low, the space under my desk is pretty big and it's pretty chill, and it's like there's nothing under there. The only thing that's under there is like a locker, but I can move that and put it next to my shelf, which is looking all pretty now. I've got my little light tree on it. I can put the locker next to that and not worry about anything and just kind of do that, which is what I'm kind of planning on doing. So I'm kind of planning on putting a shit ton of stuff in my reading nook that's on my bed and is in the way on my bed. I have a lot of stuffies. I have a lot of stuffed animals. One of those stuffed animals, this, which is rather large. He's very large and very cumbersome, and he just kind of sits on my bed, and I sleep on him, usually, which is fine, except for the fact that he kind of gets in the way. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm trying to sit him on my little, like, desk chair. He doesn't fit on it. I have that I need to move off of my bed so that I can sleep better on my bed. Because I wake up and, like, with cricks in my neck and all sorts, because I have nowhere else to put him at night when I'm asleep. Where else do you put a giant stuffed fucking dog? You can't put him anywhere. He's just on my bed while I'm sleeping. And it's uncomfortable as fuck. I'd like to use my pillows and my cushions for what they're meant to be used for, which is sleeping on. So I'm going to be putting him under there. And he can fit. This is what's ridiculous. That's how big the space is under my desk. My desk is a pretty big desk. It is rather long. Not very wide, but it's very, very long. And therefore there is room under there. And I've been wanting a reading nook for so long. My bookcase is over there, but it's easy for me to just kind of pick up a book and come under there and just chill. Plus it's going to be better for my back and better for my legs and all that fun stuff, because then I'm all stretched out and I'm comfy. I'm all cushions and pillows and all sorts of things that will be very comfortable for me to sit on under there. So that's what I'm doing today. Hopefully I'll be able to show you me putting together a reading nook. I'm really enjoying doing these kind of videos, by the way. These kind of just chill videos. I did one that's going up Monday. This will be going up I don't know when. And calming to do this kind of stuff and to just improve my living space as much as I can, honestly. When I get longer curtains, it'll be even nicer down there, because right now obviously the curtains don't reach all the way to the bottom of all the way to the bottom of my windows. They kind of just, they've got like this gap, which is why sunshine shines underneath. At night though, it might get a bit cold, is my problem. I am trying to designate different places for like different things in my room, whilst also having each of those things in my bedroom. And trying to like do that means I have to really put like a boundary of like, hey, this is what needs to be done with this area, so that I can in fact rest and recuperate in the places that I'm meant to rest and recuperate. And I want to make the reading nook comfy enough where if I fall asleep while I'm reading, that's okay, because I'm comfortable as fuck. I'm laying down or I'm sitting down comfy. So, with that being said, we are going to put together this beautiful little reading nook. Anyway, the reading nook that I'm talking about, let's get down here. Oh, my legs still hurt. Is this, right? It's this little area down here. It's under my desk, and it's very intimate. It's a very little space. Little space. But it's a space that I really, really want to turn into something nice. And to be able to do that, it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of TLC and a bit of love. I need to move this locker that I have. This little black locker here that I usually put my feet on when I am like sitting at my desk. If I'm sitting, I need to put my feet up somewhere. So I usually put it on that, but I can move it. It's not really an issue because I won't need it. My electrics are all plugged into this. I need to make sure that I don't affect that in any way because my electrics need to stay plugged in, obviously, and my locker is on top of a lot of cables, so I need to move the locker. So on my desk here is where I'm talking about putting like my reading nook. I just need to move a few things, so if the camera's a little blocked for a little while, I apologize. Also, yes, my hair is like this today. Don't ask, alright? And unless you want to talk about it, don't ask. Alright, it's just how it is, okay? So you're about to see my ass, but then it doesn't really matter, does it? Because like, it's fine. Let's put this boy back on here just for a minute, back on my bed, just to kind of have him out of the way. And then I need to move my chair. This is the only issue I have, is that my chair, right, this is like, I have to like push it to the side whenever I put my standing desk into the standing mode, which is where it's at right now. It's not going to be enough room for me to lie down to like read or anything, but I can sit and read, definitely. But I want to put some more cushions in here. I've got more cushions on my bed, so with that being said, I'm going to get those cushions and I'm going to put them under there. It's in these moments that I realise how much weight I've lost. Because surprisingly enough, weirdly enough, you may think I'm lying, being truthful, I've lost a bit of weight. You have to have a blanket. Always have a blanket. I'm probably going to sit down here for a bit. But it didn't take long to make this little nook. Sundays are very boring here because nothing's open on a Sunday in my town where I live. Which means that nothing really to do, which means that on Sundays generally we stay in and do like any housework we didn't get to get done during the week. Also, Sundays are for me to record videos, which is what I'm doing now. I like to reflect on a Sunday. I'm not a churchgoer, obviously. You can probably tell that I'm not a churchgoer, but I am certainly spiritual in the way of like, I have my paganism that I am very spiritual about and very active with. And so Sundays are very reflective days. But I wanted to just do a small little reading nook where I can sit and be by myself and have my own little world. Eventually, I want to have something coming down from the bottom of my desk to kind of have like a little covering or something. But for now, I'm happy with the way that it is. I like my lighting in my room because I'm an autistic person, and so big lights in general don't make me happy, and they hurt me. Not physically, they don't like physically hurt me or anything, but they are definitely not comfortable for my eyes. I'm a little bit like, I don't want to have a bunch of big lights happening in my room. So most of my lights are LED, but not because I'm a classic gamer. It's more because they're comfy. They're comfy on my eyes, they're comfy on my brain, they make me feel good. But it's just been a really nice day today. It's just been nice and sunny and been very productive, weather-wise. So I just thought I'd do something a little bit productive. I'm enjoying having control over my space and having like a sense of serenity happening in my room where I look forward to going into my room. And whether it be going to bed or chilling out or playing games with friends or reading a book, which I want to do more of now because I haven't been keeping up with my reading. Whether it be any of those things, I want to feel like I have the space and the peacefulness that I need in order to accomplish a mission of just being present and having my own space, which I grew up lacking. I shared a room with my redacted younger siblings for a lot of my teenage years, that's for sure. A lot of my teenage years were spent sharing a bedroom with 2 young children, and it was not a fun experience. And so now that I have my own room and my own space, I am going to take advantage of that and make it into a place that I feel happy going to and feel happy coming home to. And just, I want to feel like it has a stamp of me in this space. And it does. I'm very happy with that. I'm happy to have this little corner of the world where I get to sit and be present and be myself. Because I have a very eclectic taste. I'm not a particularly I don't have a particular taste in things. Whenever people are like, what kind of music do you listen to? I'm like, what kind of music don't I listen to? I listen to anything that is good sounding to my ears. And whether that be somebody in the pop world like Sabrina Carpenter, or be somebody pretty independent like Baby No Money, or be comedy songs by Bo Burnham or Jacksepticeye, but also Slimesicle, or I just listen to YouTuber music, or I listen to Bo Burnham, or I listen to classic pop music. And ballads. I love a good ballad, that kind of stuff. I have a very eclectic taste. I don't have a particular taste. I love a good bit of Chappell Roan though. She is an artist that I can go specifically, yes, I love her. I think she's amazing. But I don't really have many interests that other people would be interested in, because my interests are very niche. I have a lot of love for music and music theory, which sounds like such a nerd or such a I'm different kind of response, I guess, but at the same time I'm one of those people that genuinely means it. I love a good bit of music theory because it is tattooed into my brain by my old music teacher, and she would be very happy that it's still there because she spent hours grilling me on it for years. I had that grilled into my brain since I was 11 until I was 20, I feel like. So music and music theory are so ingrained into my soul and in my DNA that I just love it because it's so interesting and so fascinating. Things to do with the throat are always interesting as well for me. Just relating to the whole music thing of how your throat works and how your diaphragm works into it and how your lungs work into it, and it's just such an interesting thing to think about and to know and to learn about, because your body is so fascinating. Biology was definitely one of my favorite subjects when I was at school because of the fact that you learn all about your body and what it's doing and why. I love filming, cinematography, all that kind of stuff. That's another huge interest of mine that I don't think really any of my other friends are really all that interested in, because we don't talk about it. I don't talk about my interests because they're not stuff that other people would necessarily be interested in. And there's nothing against my friends, they're all very amazing people, but no one's really interested in music theory or acting theory, ways of acting, essentially, techniques or things that I've learned are things that I'm interested in, and most of what I learned have got to do with music and acting, and that's about it, because I did a whole fucking degree in acting, so it's all ingrained into my head. I use a lot of my acting breathing techniques for singing. It all kind of goes into the same thing, which is why it's a special interest and I enjoy it. I don't have a gaming interest. I don't have a D&D interest, although I'd love to play it. I want to play it. It's not a special interest of mine. It's just something I want to do. Reading boring stuff is my interests. Like, I am very boring in that way of I don't really have anything that's like I feel interesting enough for people to learn about or to hear about or want to learn about, hear about, because what is there that I can teach people about what I love that would actually interest them? Nothing really. So me making reading nooks and a space with my bed that makes me feel happy to lay in it and be in it is like small things that are just, for me, a quality of life things that I want to do for myself because I need it. I want to have more presence in the new year and a bit more peace because the last few years have not been peaceful. And I feel like if I have a peaceful area in my room, if my room is peaceful and if I am peaceful in my living space, then chances are my whole being would become peaceful. I just want a peaceful year next year. That's all I want. I want that for everyone, but it would be nice to have a peaceful year when nothing goes wrong.